It's time. The Padel Bungee Jump Challenge match. Over 3 months of prep, all for the next 60 minutes of match play, Rocket Padel in Battersea. As the underdog, would I finally be able to apply everything that I've been learning over the past few months to get the win over one of the best in the country, Jake Bewley, or would Jake's level and my frustration get the better of me? Who's going to do the bungee jump? Let's find out. But first, let's hear from the host, Emily Kilner, as well as who is backing me in today's match.
We have arrived at a very sunny Rocket Padel in Battersea for the first ever Padel Bungee Jump match taking place between James Bartram and Jake Bewley at 2 o'clock.
Who do you think's going to win?
I'm going to have to say James.
I'm going to have to go Team Bartram.
Hard fought game today, but I think James is going to come out on top. There you go, James.
As much as I'd love to see James win today, I'm just going to be really pleased if he can make it through the 6 minutes.
It'd be a very, very close match for James. I'm for James.
Here we are then. We join the match. I've not started well at all. I'm 3-love down. I break down the worst possible start. And as you primarily watch Jake just picking me apart, just a real brutal dose of reality happening early doors for myself here. I'm facing one of the best in the country who's been playing for years, and I'm very clearly nowhere near his level. The last 3 months or so, I've given everything I could do to prepare, but right now I'm in danger of being bageled in this first set for sure. Also, if you take our golfing level out the picture, the other piece looking back at this first set, even with all the constant training I've been doing, I just didn't really have the composure or presence of mind to stick to what I've been learning, if that makes sense. I was taking it a shot at a time instead of sticking to a game plan, and I put that down to just a lack of experience in my game on a competitive level. Case in point here, golden point now, and a wild forehand volley, all arm really, not stepping into it, not controlled, I'm 2 breaks down. So then my initial reaction was to try to slow the game down, do more lobs, but I found it challenging to commit to that, as when someone hits a smash from behind the service line, it's tough to see that as a valid game plan. And yes, looking back, I should play with more variety, but in the moment, the things that I was thinking were, number 1, I don't want this to be a humiliating loss. Number 2, there are people here and I want to give them a match. Number 3, I was getting frustrated and angry with myself. And number 4, I was hoping Jake stops playing like this. 5-love now, and this is my last chance to grab a game in this first set. We're only playing for 60 minutes, remember, and Jake's movement is just super solid. Granted, I don't feel like I'm playing the right weight on these shots at all, but it's impressive to watch, isn't it? Really, I should be pushing him back and just generally making him move laterally more instead of giving him practice on his pirouettes. Love 15 now. Cheeky little attempt here from Jake to get this one back. It's 15 all. And against all odds, next couple of points you see, primarily just due to 2 unforced errors from Bewley, I actually managed to hold. It's now 5-1 in the first set. Jake to serve to close it out. Let's see. Well, the guy was just playing so clinically, smashing like a beast, but this next point kind of sums up my game. I just can't finish the point. I struggle with it. I defend well here as well. I put Jake into a compromising position, and when the opportunity comes for me to finish, I hit a half volley smash into the side glass, gives Jake time to take it, then I try to be too fancy, attempt a drop shot into the cage, and I really let my frustration show here. .40-15 now, of course he smashes from there. I managed to get it back and a disguised drop shot to take the first set 6-1. I've got a lot of thinking to do to even attempt to claw this one back to something respectful. Not gonna lie, this is a tough watch for me right now. And I've said this before, but the reality of playing someone of this level, the occasion, the preparation, and then not being who I've been training to be, it's a tough moment on my journey. On a positive, I started to play a little bit more consistently overall, but this is the first game of the second set, and at 30-40, with my anger just getting the best of me, I lose the point and I'm down 1-love. Love 30 now on my next service game, and the slower game in general suits me. It's just where I can think better, and that's where I feel I can take a little bit more control before applying more pace to attack the space. Got it to 15-30 in this one, and then at 40-30, let's see what happens. A forehand into the net from Jake, it's 2-1, and then in the next game, I get it to 30-all, and I'm going to let these 2 points play out. Can I actually break Jake's serve to make it 2-all? A super risky forehand Chiquita to Jake's forehand side, but it pays off. I get the break back, 2-all now, and I genuinely was fighting as hard as I could. Fitness was struggling a bit, but I think I've come a long way from 3 months ago in regards to that. Being nearly 40 years old and having poor cardio, trying to improve that has been super tough. And I've said this before, but cross court is no joke. It is constant. And yes, I'm not where I want to be with it yet, but it's significant progress in my opinion. I managed to claw this game back from being love 40 down with some of my best play in the match, as you're going to see, good consistent play, keeping in the point, and I even managed to finish the points at crucial moments with strong smashes. But when it came down to it, to the most important shot, after bringing the game back to deuce on golden point, and perhaps with my easiest shot of the day, could I lock in? Let's find out. An agonising error to lose the game. When it mattered, I didn't concentrate. But in the next game at 30-40 on Jake's serve, I get the break back. It's now 3-all in the second set. We rejoin now at 4-all, and the slightly slower pace in this second set was definitely to my favour. I felt like I could be far more consistent and actually start playing myself into the match, even managing a drop shot to make it 15-30, and then a strong serve at 40-30 meant that I closed out that game to make it 5-4. I'm somehow now 1 game away from taking the second set with not much time left at all. Jake now serving 5-4 down, 15 love, and with a bit of luck on the net cord and just landing in with that Chiquita, it's 15-all, 3 points away from the second set. Next point now, and something that's come off the back of this match for me, is I have to work on my lobs. They are low and short primarily, and it kills the point for me time and time again. Yes, Jake is tall and has a great smash, but it needs to just be higher and deeper. But overall, it was pretty tense at this point. Even Jake had a couple of unforced errors, but he saw this game through to make it 5-all now. 40-15 to me now in the next game, and I started finding my groove a little more. Volleys were less bouncy, good pace, and I felt just a little more clinical to make it 6-5. All pressure on Jake now to hold here. A decent half volley pickup there to make it love 15, but this is where my poor shot selection and execution meant I couldn't capitalise on it. Watch what's happening. Opportunities to lob, but they are super short lobs and giving easy finishes for Jake on his forehand volley side. Makes it difficult for me to put any serious pressure on Jake to have to play his best to win the game. All a learning curve, of course, but as such a critical part of the match, it's disappointing to not raise my level in these moments. Into the second set tiebreak now, such a crucial moment in the match, and things actually started it as well as I could ever hope them to. I stayed super consistent, Jake had a bit of tightness early on, and I went from 1 love up to 2 love to 3 love to 4 love now. I'm somehow 3 points away from taking the second set with time running out. But it's kind of fitting to say I just didn't have the composure or execution in what I wanted to do to close it out. It was tight, but from 4 love up in a commanding position, I kind of fell apart a bit. And it was my turn to generate the errors, sometimes even going for high risk angles instead of playing the basic play. I've really got to work on that. The shorter balls I should be lobbing for sure, instinctively even. And my movement in general just needs to be sharper. I need to be lighter on my feet and put the time in to improve it so I can go into these types of situations and have the ability to know what to do to close it out. And if I don't close it out, make it because my opponent played out of their skin to win it. Of course, me and Jake are at very different levels, but considerable elements for me to work on for definite. But I'm still in it. It's 5-4 to me, and this is what I mean by those high-risk angles. Would have been so much easier for me to just play the lob, push Jake back, but my mind was thinking of the cool way to win the point, and I've got to get that out of my head and play more consistent paddle. And here we are at 6-5 to Jake, set point. A Chiquita into the net, Jake takes it, it's 6-1, 7-6 now, with only a few minutes left. And to be fair to myself, I actually just started completely loosening up. Maybe because the match win was out of reach for me. I just felt like the pressure had just subsided and I just wanted to finish strong. And and I felt I ironically started playing my best paddle in this third set. Felt like I was placing my volleys well, had good aggression when I needed to, played super nice angles, and just felt good. There were even times where you'll actually see I lobbed well and did some volley lobs to good effect too. Of course, Jake's level of intensity wasn't the same as earlier in the match, and I'm absolutely not saying if I played like this from the start, it would be a different outcome, but it could have been tighter, and maybe I could have closed out the second set. But regardless, the absolute best player won, and deservedly so. I'm an age away from Jake's level, and overall I'm disappointed with how I played, if I'm being brutally honest, but it is what it is. When you're showing an authentic journey, you can't fabricate the reality. The reality is in the proof of the matches and the way I play. Since starting this journey on YouTube in December last year, I know I've made progress, and that's a real positive thing. I've just got a long way to go to really reach the next level. And yes, the bungee jump is going to be done by me. It's booked in for the 27th of September at 1:30 PM UK time, and I'm going to be streaming it live on YouTube for you all. And also this week, exciting news, on the 12th of September, I'm going to be sharing what my next challenge is going to be, and I'm super excited for that next one. As we finish up with Jake hilariously rocking a double fault, just wanted to say a few bits to everyone, so I grabbed the mic and I said a few words to those in attendance.
Thanks so much for coming down, massively appreciate it. This has been like a journey on YouTube where Jake was really cool to actually agree to do the bungee jump. So massive thanks to Jake. He's one of the top players in the country. Give him a round of applause for his job. Obviously a great player, but I was playing with the wrong hand today, just on purpose. But no, seriously, massive appreciation for everyone coming down. It is a long journey, especially some of you guys are coming from Southend. It's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Massively appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, while we're here, Andrew Holgate is my sponsor, UK partner for Bounce Padel Holidays. Check out Bounce Padel Holidays because they're doing fantastic paddle holidays in Alicante. The whole week is absolutely awesome, and you can get 20% off, 10% off. 10% off. I tried to get 20. Massive shout out also to Emily Kilner. Fantastic professional job, commentating through the whole thing, absolutely awesome. Shout out to Emily. And guys, give a massive shout out to James Bartram. If you love the video, like this video, share it, comment, of course subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks guys.